تخلقون قد يوم دعور إيوا يوما ضيا قبت شو تابوتم تنيتا آتوريتا بايت مقرولا إقارة دكتور أناهيت خسروفا عند مقروتلا رابا من بالخنانة قاداها أمتا من إيوا برلمنت أرمينيا ويوروبيان بارلمنت ودكان بريشة مطيلة بطل عما آتورايا بغداية وقت عماني لأوديوم هربيضانا مطيلة البيت برسقالة خلق مدبرانا شوتا بوتا ميقرأ ادورنا درشا بايت بتاويلا خا سوادة بالأوضالة يعني خا ديسكشن بالأوضالة بهمز مخبوت رمش الدعوار وخشتوخن قا أرمينيا وتبقياتوخن ببرسوب ضي تاما أختي من قام آويلا سوادة مخوبة وانتقارن خا تشعيتا قدمتا خيوتا الدكتور أناهيت خسرويفا دكتور أناهيت خسرويفا إلى أطوريتا من أطرة أرمينيا بابو إلى رازميك خسرويفا خامن أمان أطوراي ضية اتفرقلة مدرشتا تأمنة شابيرة بأطرة أرمينيا بخقلة دراما ومعني منه خون لتاخر قدو فيلم اتأوتر عن غليقة بشل طولة قدو فيلم ومخطيلا لخت استراليا بشل بيداها فيلم وميوة لخت تغزيلا بشنة دعور يمو إلى دكتور كارمن بدروسيان خسرويفا إلى MD دكتور أناهيت إلى عودة أطوريتا بخقلة العمة أطورايا أرمنايا يونايا وإلى رابي التشعيتا هربيضانا إلى ويتا بوصاية بريشة بتقطع العمة أطورايا مدرشيات أرمينيا ومن مدرشة أكاديمية يولبانا بيارافان وبتصوبة يارافان بأرمينيا وبتصوبة كي ملبا بتقطع العمة تقيلة وما البني أمتن مدرج دكتور أناهيت إلى خامن باصوية وبتصوبة نورث بارك يونيفرسيتي لخب شيكاغو يملبا بتقطع العمة جنسايد تقوم لا بدارة إسري دكتور أناهيت تقنيت لدرجة PhD بحقلة قطع العمة من بيت صوبة بمدينة يارافان بأرمينيا شتري 2004 دكتور أناهيت وسمنتلا وقتا وقامايا بتشمع قطع العمة أطورايا بزونة عثمانية بأطرة تركيا وبترهيوتا التركية بدارة الكاسر ودارة إسري شرايا دارة إسري وكتوتا لرابا من كتويات بتقطع العمة أطورايا آرمنايا ويونايا بليشانة آرمنايا وترجمة الليشانة التركية ورصناية وإنجلسناية والليشانة هنغاري وجرمان والأربت وبالخانو ويلي بخقلة قطع العمة وهاقويات ناشاية اتعم الظليمة دكتور أناهيت إلى هدمتات الصورة في ولاية قطع العمة مقروطة لها همزميات بداها خقلة بأطروات بريشة من إيوا برلمان بأطرة استراليا وأطروات يوروب وبرلمان أرمينيا ميقرة بغداية وقت عمان إلى دكتور أناهيت خسرويفا وعمان إلى ميقرا ادوار نادر شيخ لقم دبرانات بيت شو تابوتم تنيتا اطوريتا بتقابيلا خاسوادا ام اوضالة مارو وقت تروانت ان ارخن بشينة تنتيا دكتور welcome to our radio program ادوار باتن بشينة تيا بيت برسقالة شو تابوتا
بسي مرابا ميقرا منو
much for first of all having me in your radio program today. And also thank you very much for all your kind words and for your kind introduction.
That's the least we can do for you. You
Thank
work
you.
hard for our nation. Yesterday we had a gathering at Shotaputa, I will say Shotaputa, the Syrian American Association, and there was a lot of our people gathered to hear from you and to see you, to be close to you, and know more about your achievement for the Assyrian nation. So could you tell us in a few words, how did you see that event? And it was not the first time, that was second time that our association honor you.
Sure. I want to take this opportunity that I'm here now and to tell thank you to all organizers of that event, and mainly Assyrian American Association of Chicago, Shotaputa, and I want to mention Mr. Giliana and Mr. Edward Nader Shah, you, Rabiamo, all organizers who made their contribution to have that event happen. And also I would like to thank all the people who came yesterday for that event to recognize me, and it was very nice, very beautiful night, and I really appreciate. Also, I would like to thank Assyrian American Association of Chicago, also Assyrian American National Council and AAA Foundation for the plaque and awards which I got yesterday. I think it was too much for me, but it's really very nice when you get appreciated. All the gifts which I got yesterday, all the flowers, I would like to thank everybody and each and every one of you who were there for me, and thank you for doing it for me.
Especially you got special regards from our beloved mother, we say, Sarah.
Right. I want to
Benjamin.
take again this opportunity to wish her good health. I wish she would be there yesterday with us, because it's very unusual, something going on and she is not with us. But next time. Sarah, thank you so much for your beautiful flowers. Last night they were in my room and I was admiring of them. Thank you very much.
But welcome.
I'm sure she listens to me, so yes.
Edward, do you want to add something? But in Assyrian, you can say it in Assyrian.
شميانة مخبة ليلة طور توالن خرم شرابة باسيمة مهنيانا أرم شايوا إقارة الدكتور أناهيت وتياني وخادريا ناشي هضير الدا رمشة ويلوهم زماني رابا ناشي الطيلة دكتور أناهيت من قمتا بتخيل لي خيال وهمزمت وباس الدكتور أناهيت وهلبت دكتور أناهيت قبل رابا بشكاشة من كل أورجانيزيشن تعطوراية وبالزودة أخنا متيلا شوتابوتا إقارة قا دكتور أناهيت سبب دكتور أناهيت مجد وتسهل قالا أخنا ديخو خيش الأرمينيا خدريا يعني بلا دكتور أناهيت إيه خشتن بقتن ليهو ياوا أدخا باسمتا ومهنينتا.
Thank you.
Rabbi Spy. Dr. Anahit, بختاي وقت كده introduction to Muqrawali with your biograph, but you did represent the genocide of Assyrian for the Armenian Parliament and in the Australia Parliament and in European Parliament. Could you elaborate a little bit about this event, this work
Yes.
that you did, please?
Yes, thank you. It's our cause, and what happened with our nation 100 years ago, century ago in the Ottoman Empire, which called genocide, mass killing of our nation. so has to be recognized by a lot of countries, European, United States, Australia, and the main one by Turkey, because what they did to our nation and they deny today, they have to be responsible for everything what they did for us. So my cause, my goal to go for our nation, for Assyrian genocide cause, and to represent this case in different countries, and to prove them this was not just regular war or this was regular slaughters. This was intent, mass killing and planned. They wanted to kill our people. They wanted to get rid of our people. So we should demand from Turkey our lands, and they have to apologize what they did to our nation. This was the reason I was representing our cause, Assyrian genocide, in Armenian parliament, in Australian parliament, in European parliament, because when 100 years ago all these big countries, they should stop what was going to our nation, it couldn't be repeated today, because today, 100 years later, everything is the same, and what's going now in Iraq and in Syria with ISIS, it's a chilling reminder of what happened century ago with our people.
I know there was some people from here, from Chicago, Assyrian people, they went to Armenia. Edward mentioned it yesterday in his speech, and he said without you they couldn't make it there. But how the Assyrian live in Armenia, and how many Assyrians, the population of Assyrians, are in Armenia?
I'm glad that Assyrian delegation from Chicago, they could make it to come for 100 commemoration of the Armenian genocide in April. It was very nice of them to be there and support Armenians, because our nations, they subjected to genocide together, and we should be united too against Turkey. So thank you very much, Magra Edward, and all the people, all Assyrians who were there. And yes, Magra Edward, he can prove it. So we have 4 Assyrian villages in Armenia. There are almost 6,000 Assyrians living in Armenia, and I think it will be nice if Magra Edward, he will tell how it was, because I am from inside. Everything what I tell, it's like ours. It is gonna be look nice. I think it will be better.
Elaborate a little bit.
He will give like his opinion.
هلبت داك أناهيت اتلمجت خشوب رابا جورا وراما جو أرمينيا يعني جور بارلمنت سامخو أخنا نرى أناهيت she is my sister يعني أناهيت إلى خاتي أو جور بارلمنت وإتلا رابا كارجو كل دكتا يعني إيمن خشتا ميوزيوم بتأتقي أو إيها بدفيرة أن طلايو معنا إينا بسخلهم بتخاطر الديان هل بتخاطر أناهيت خايقارا رابا يورا متولو قالا يعني بلاخي كل طاما إما طورا داك أناهيت تمرت خاتيبا وارا كل بداية ومياقورو وخدية بيو فالبديض أنا أبقالا مصيد خبا وناشوتا وكل كده خوي خاشا يعني اتبقتت ودالا من يورة بارلمان هلبت داكتر أناهيت ودالا لا داكتر أناهيت أخنا لا يطخلوا أننا شيء عين ودالا كله يتبقت بيا وموريستا ومن ناشخين آتوراي ات أرمينيا أخ ميقرا أرسن آون أبان هويراني ورابا قد أودوا على أي تبقتان خد فقتا باسمتا ومهنينتا وهيتش ليتي الميشوية.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Thank you for your kind words.
It was very nice, and everybody was happy in that trip. We wish to have more trips in Armenia. And my question is for you, Doctor. I know that I can read in your biography that you teach here at North Park University. Could you tell us what you teach
Yeah,
there?
not at this moment, because for the last several years in Armenia, for this 100th commemoration of Armenian genocide, we had a lot of organizing things, so I couldn't be on time to teach here and meanwhile to work there. So that's why for the past several years, no. But I used to teach course of genocide studies. It was like a history of all the genocide.
Okay.
Yeah, and starting from Armenian, Assyrian, Greek genocide, and finishing with Darfur genocide, which just recently it happened. And it's a very complicated course but it's very important because, as I told, people, they have to know what is this, because by knowing what is this, we have to stop all these atrocities in the world. If no, it is going to continue forever. So
Okay, thank you. And could you elaborate a little bit about your visit to Australia and your speech in the Australian Parliament, please?
yes, it was back like 3 years ago. And by the way, it was before the New South Wales Parliament recognized the Assyrian and Greek genocide. It was just a little before that. So I had a speech in Australian Parliament and calling also them to recognize these genocides along with Armenian genocide. And by the way, I am planning another visit next month in August, again for commemoration of Martyrs' Days.
Assyrians Martyrs Days, yeah.
Yeah, I am going to be in Sydney, in Melbourne also, because I'm going to be keynote speaker of that event.
Yes, Edward.
هلبت دكتور أناهيت بلاخي رابق اشياء وهمشا شورو أخشي أولي قد
Thank you.
فرسة ومضية الناشي والدنيا بتبرمنت أطوراية تويلة بإيد التركاية كل ضاني ولتو لقدا من ديو وبخشاون إلى منتيتا قدا خقلة
هربيد أنا بنت لكتاوة بس كنت لكتاوة
كتاوة بتسيرة.
وتقتل عما أتورايا
دوسي
تبيشوا منشية. Dr. Itlan, we have a few minutes. What do you like to say to the Assyrian audience?
Again, taking this opportunity, I would like to thank everybody who were yesterday in that recognizing event. And thank you for all organizers. Thank you, Rabbi Amo, for today's radio program, having me. And also, I would like to tell it's very difficult time for our nation all over the world, especially in the Middle East. And I think at this moment when we are having all these difficulties and we struggle, I want to just call to be united, because especially in this harsh and hard time, we have to be united to be helpful for our people. And thank you again for having me today in your radio program, Rabbi Amo, and thank you, Miakra Edward, for all your kind words. I think you are all overestimating my abilities, but it's really nice.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
شخصي والقضاء قارة وتم الجيوش وتابوتا ومزبط لغت إيوة شخصة قضاء قارة.
Yeah, it was a funny thing yesterday. A lady asked, he say, the Assyrians only have doctors here. Everybody is doctor. It was, we are overwhelmed with a lot of doctors that they
Good
came.
for us.
It's good for us, yes, indeed. So at this moment, I would like to thank you for your opportunity that you gave us to come and talk to our people in Chicago, and to Edward too, Rabba Basima, اشقلخ من دانوخ وبقد لخلخا ومقرو لخ تخمنياتوخ بد خشتوخون وبد دكتور أناهيت أبيتم باسيمة ترونتوخون
باسيمات ميقرامو
ميقرة هلا خبيتاي وخل ختامة خرزان بي وقت موروخن دانات باسيمة ومهنيانة من خوشيات أديوم عموخني وبقى على خايا بنتوخن تينا زي خاي أرختي قارة إيوه دكتور أناهيت خسرويوفا وميقرأ إدوار نادر شاخلب مدبرانة بيت شوتابوتا وأموخون إيوه مخبانوخون ميقرانوخون عمانول إيشو بوشون بشلامة وخيا أمتن أطوريتا